Battlefield 2042 just dropped their reveal trailer for Season 6 Dark Creations, and it's wild. Glowing-eyed super soldiers, a spooky lab with experiments, an epic-looking map that, as far as I can tell, looks to be close combat with no vehicles to be found. This could be one of 2042's best seasons yet. So I want to dive right into this trailer, but EA's Chinese version of the Battlefield website actually leaked key details about what we're going to see in Season 6, and those details are quite juicy. The new map is a close quarters location set in Scotland. At launch, we can expect 3 new guns: the VHX D3 assault rifle, the L9CZ secondary, and the G428 marksman rifle. New gadgets will include throwable ammo and medical packs, and a new vehicle called the U2 Dragonfly. Now, the VHX D3 looks similar to the VHS K2, which is a cool 5.56 bullpup assault rifle with a G36-like rail on top, very futuristic in style. The L9CZ might be this alien pistol here. Yeah, it's actually called the alien pistol. This pistol boasts the lowest bore access in the world. Basically, the barrel is lower and closer to the hand, so the recoil should be extremely low. Could make for an interesting sidearm if that's actually what it is in game. I couldn't quite figure out what the G428 might be. Flakfire had a pretty good guess in that it's likely named after the H&K G28, so maybe we'll see either the G28 or a variation or a futuristic variation of that weapon in game. Let me know in the comments if you guys have got any guesses as to what these weapons actually are, as everything I've said here is technically just a guess. And as for the U2 Dragonfly, the community speculates that this might be a jet, but the closing shot of the trailer highlights what looks like maybe a drone. It could also be this hovercraft with one of the most dangerous designs that I have ever seen. If you fall, you basically die on this thing. Not a great learning curve. I wonder if it actually is these, if they would be like flyable in CQC areas like a hover quad, but it does seem kind of insane for the most part. There is of course a new battle pass with the season and tons of items to unlock, and all of this is coming out on October 10th. Now, digging deeper into the trailer, the new map looks like some sort of secret facility that's experimenting on missing in action no-pat soldiers. The opening shot shows dozens of body bags on the floor in front of an industrial furnace or oven of some sort. The soldier chatter in the trailer further hints at this type of thing. They say that they found missing no-pats that they've been experimenting on and everything went wrong, and that this is no lab but a slaughterhouse. One of the shots also hints at robots or robotic prosthetics being used in the experiments. The first shot of an enemy quote-unquote soldier shows them having inhuman glowing orange eyes and surgical scars on their face. It's unclear if there's some sort of human-robot hybrid, a zombie, or something else entirely. I doubt DICE is going to go the zombie route, but at least thematically they're kind of dancing around it here. Now, these new soldier looks will likely be cosmetic options in the game if you want to run around 2042 looking like a super soldier zombie thing. And I don't totally mind this as a direction for the game. It certainly fits 2042's setting better and frankly is much more interesting than the boring no-pat war or environmental apocalypse or whatever kind of narrative that they were going with before. Give me some glowing-eyed super soldiers, I'll take it at this point. The map itself features 2 artificial outdoor environments encapsulated in domes with screens simulating the sky. You can see some of the screens are shot off or missing. One of the domes is set at sunrise or sunset and another is closer to night. Training dummies and buildings are seen in both areas, suggesting the facility is as much a experimentation lab as it is a soldier training facility. Another character with glowing eyes is seen attacking soldiers with a knife. This could be a hint that an infection-style game mode is in the works for Season 6. The mid-season events have tried to encapsulate the themes of the season, so that is a good chance that something more spooky will be in the works for this mid-season event. Now, the entrances and exits to the outdoor areas lead to a variety of industrial-looking bunker-style facilities with labs, server rooms, and more. The final shots of the new map show destruction that looks pretty cool, but mostly cosmetic, with stuff like windows being destroyed and debris falling off of walls. This sequence also includes a recycled voice line from Irish's character in Battlefield 4.
Burn those motherfuckers!
Michael K. Williams, who played on the iconic HBO series The Wires, was Irish's likeness and voice actor, but he sadly passed away in 2021, just a month before 2042's launch. DICE have committed to preserving and continuing his performance, and it's cool to see them finding creative ways to keep Williams' performance alive with the new content. There was also a teaser image showing the layout of the map, well, sort of, and it does look to be quite linear, so it could be very similar to Lockers or Metro in terms of its overall flow. And one of the biggest takeaways from the trailer is the fact that there's no vehicles shown in this new map. 2042 amazingly has yet to deliver an infantry-only map. Infantry-only maps have become a hugely popular aspect of the franchise, at least before 2042, and leaving them out of this game for so long undoubtedly has hurt things. I think there was an assumption that it would more or less be handled in Portal, but obviously that didn't quite go according to plan. So if Dark Creation finally brings that missing element of infantry only, it could be absolutely fantastic for the fan base. Now, outside of this new content, DICE are also making some major changes to how vehicles handle. Ground vehicles are getting tweaks to their turn rates, gravity, and more. They'll be less floaty when airborne and handle better from a stop. For tanks specifically, they've lowered the friction value for the tracks, so turning is going to be faster. Acceleration has also been improved, so you'll get up to normal driving speed a bit quicker from a standstill. And finally, the steering curves for vehicles has been improved, so you won't come to a stop if you make a turn without applying acceleration. And just like with each season, there's usually a substantial quality of life improvement included with the new content. I hope the relationship between infantry and vehicles continues to be worked on, as that still feels like one of the weaker balance points of 2042. Then again, giving us a map that's infantry only feels like it might help alleviate some of the vehicle balance, even if it's only for one map. So after a much longer than usual break from seasonal content, DICE seem to be coming back stronger than before. It's still only one map for this season as far as I can tell, but the infantry-only Locker/Metro creepy vibe seems to be in line with what fans have been asking for since launch. So finally, we might be getting that missing puzzle piece to 2042, and it could hopefully inject that much needed grindy infantry gameplay that fans of the previous franchises who only did that just never really had much access to in 2042. Now again, we don't know if Season 6 is going to be the final season. Many fans are expecting it to be, but there's no official word on that front. What do you guys think? Is this the last season that we're going to get? What do you think about the reveal trailer? Is it too goofy or just the right amount? Do you like that it's kind of tying into the creepy Halloween season? Let me know all your thoughts in the comment section. And next up, check out this interesting indie shooter that looks like it's making the actual tactical FPS much more accessible, and something that could be more similar to Call of Duty or even Battlefield. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. This is Level Cap signing off.